Hey Cancer Collective, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing amazing. So let's do a career and finance money reading for the Cancer Collective, okay? I'm gonna go back to saying this because people be getting me mixed up in my comments sometimes. Okay, this could be your energy, someone around you, could be past, present, future energy. Just take it however it resonates. Libra does not. And let's get into it. Your first card is the Samaritan. It says the light attribute is this refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. I love it. So I see you being a team player here. There are two women on the card doing what do you call them? Trapezius? I don't know what you call them. They're on the trapeze, and one is bending over backwards to help the other one who's falling off of her thing. Yeah, so this is like you supporting somebody, maybe bending over backwards. Some of you are really team players. You might feel like you carry a lot of the weight on your team, at your job, whatever it is. The shadow attribute of this card is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer, meaning that you only help people because you want to be rewarded for it or recognized for it. That's the shadow aspect. I don't know if that applies to you or if this is someone around you, okay? May not apply at all because that's the shadow aspect. And it did come out in the upright, which is the light attribute, which means that you are a team player. These are people that you would rather pay dust to, but you're such a good person that you actually do help them out. Yeah, because you have work ethics here. It says the ability to work hard and be honorable, trustworthy and reliable to work with. See, that's the thing. This is who you are. Your work ethic here are in balance. You have the scales of balance here. You're a very fair person. You see both sides of a situation. You don't like to cut corners. You don't like to mistreat people, even when they mistreat you. Do they deserve it all the time? Hell no, they don't. Okay. Yeah, you're showing up as the peacemaker. You could be on the Cancer Leo cusp. This is interesting because you're getting energy that kind of like is supporting one card, is supporting the next card, is supporting the next card. That's so interesting. So the strength card, this would be the strength card, the peacemaker card, which is killing people with kindness. And maybe this is what you do. You roll your eyes a little bit like, I don't want to help this heifer. But, you do it anyway because you know it's the right thing to do, which is really, honorable, commendable, not always the easiest thing on earth to do. But, us decent human beings, we can do that. So you could possibly be on a Cancer Leo cusp, or some of you could be Leo suns, and maybe Cancer is not your sun sign, okay? So this card says you are being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. I'm seeing a color dynamic for some of you. This could be a racial issue. This could be a gender issue. Some of you are in an environment where you're not being treated fairly because of some kind of discrimination. It says, consider politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situations with a win-win attitude when making business deals. Yeah. So this might have to be like grinning and bearing something in the workplace right now. I think we've been talking about like some craziness in your workplace. Some of you work for the government. They have a picture of George Bush as the president. So I don't know if the time when he was in office is significant to when some of you came into a career or came into a job. But they're obviously in the White House here. Looks like they're in a library. They have a bunch of books on the shelf. Somebody could be in law school, be a lawyer, be in medical school, or be a nurse or doctor or something like that. Just with these books here. Some of you are like really professional. You work for the government. You have some kind of job where you're in law enforcement or something like that. Maybe you have to be diplomatic. Maybe you're mediators or things of that nature. So let me put this down. And let's get into the rest of these cards. So we have perspective. It says your viewpoint about money is changing positively. It is time to see the big picture in growing your finances. Your values are affecting your decisions. So your perspective on money is changing. Some of you could be thinking a lot more long term, maybe not spending money so frivolously. Somebody could need to buy some contacts or something about some contact lenses is significant for somebody here. I don't know what eyeglasses, something was going on with somebody's vision. Okay, so that could be some kind of expense that's coming up. Somebody could have even bought some sunglasses, like some designer sunglasses recently. And I say that because I looked up and the lady on the TV has these sunglasses on that look like my sunglasses that I had on this morning. I went through a phase of buying a bunch of sunglasses and never really wear them. But this morning I had to because the sun was blinding me. So Interesting. That's just a sidebar. Don't worry too much about that. Okay, so Spirit wants you to face your fears. It is important to let go of the fear of failure and embrace the possibility of financial success. Because you have a lot on your plate. Some of you work really hard. Some of you can work with your hands. Some of you work outside. You work in the elements. You do manual labor, physical labor here. Like, you could be a person that comes home really, really dirty, especially if you're a man, even though you don't have to be. Some of you could also just feel like you're carrying a lot of burdens and responsibilities, like I said, on your team at work, or even just financially taking care of your own business and then having to help other people out and things of that nature. Let me move these cards. I don't want the table to be overrun with cards, so I'm like putting them down as I pull them. Okay, so now we have an adventure. It says unknown, courage, and thrill. There could be some travel for work or an opportunity here that requires you to come out of your comfort zone. There could be something fun coming in. This feels like it's fun. Okay, we have unfolding. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Wow. So something is unfolding for you and it feels fun. It feels adventurous. It feels like something that makes you happy, makes you smile, but it could just be coming in rather slowly. Whatever it is already set in motion. It just may not be playing out yet. But it could be a very pleasant surprise coming in for you financially, Cancer. Your next card is stubborn. It says it can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder progress. This is about being flexible. It's about resolve and growth. Another card about growth. So this means that you're on the right path. This woman is running. She's on this path. And there's like a rainbow energy waiting for her at the end of this windy road, y'all. Wow, I looked and it says winding path. She's running. The road almost looks similar that she's running on to this other card. Curving trail, twisting route, and meandering passage. So this means that, success is not a straight line. I know y'all have heard that before. You know. You have wins, you have losses on the road to success, and all of them are part of success. Okay. Spirit wants you to stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create with your business, for those of you who do have a business. So this means not to sell out. If you have really strong beliefs about what you want your business to look like, this doesn't mean that you don't need to be adaptable and flexible, because it just told you to be flexible. But this means that when you know in your heart of hearts that something needs to stay the way that it is, don't let somebody deter you from staying that course here. But definitely, some of you could be going through some ups and downs right now, but I do feel like if you persevere, you will overcome it. Let me move these cards, y'all. Okay, so you pull the card Father. It says family, patriarch, guardian, paternal authority, and ancestral passage. Something about someone's father could be significant here. Maybe this is someone you're taking care of. Some of you are taking care of a paternal figure. This could also be significant of a trait that you picked up from your father, especially for some of you if your father is no longer with us. There's a message, because this card almost looks like a very spiritual card. Okay, this will represent the Emperor, and the Emperor is all about a progression in your career. Okay, think promotion, working in a male-dominated industry. Remember what I said at the beginning of the reading. Some of you are going through like gender bias or racial biases or whatever, sexual orientation, whatever it might be. I feel like there's some bias for some of you, not everybody, but you could feel like that. Some of you also could have this patriarchal figure. Patriarchy can be a little bit difficult to accept the feminine principle. So there's a little girl here. You may feel like somebody is treating you in a way that they don't feel like you can do something because of your gender, because of your background, because of whatever. Okay. But your ancestors are here supporting you, especially if you have a father who's on the other side. They're really supporting you right now. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, let's move on. You have the throat chakra. Yeah, you may have to speak up for yourself. It says the angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. I kind of feel like some of you really do need to put your foot down with somebody, and it could be because you are always helping people. You're always bending over backwards for people, and it's like sometimes you really do have to put your foot down here. Your angels are supporting you and lovingly speaking your truth. You're being diplomatic about it, but it may be time to call some things out. And I just looked up, I see the Six of Swords. That is your spirit guides. You have the Lovers here, number 13. It says unite, desire, cherish, and caress. So there's somebody at your job, I think we've been talking about this, that's interested in you. Could be a Gemini, or some of you are on the Gemini Cancer cusp. Okay, so the Gemini Cancer cusp card I'm thinking of is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is that energy. So Knight of Swords does talk about somebody who is convinced that you're the one for them. It could be any air sign, but I'm getting Gemini energy. So there could be somebody really interested in you. I also feel like a Scorpio for some of you with the number 13 being here. That's the Death card. This could also be someone you were talking to at work that it ended with, okay? I don't know. Maybe you want to say something to them with lovingly speaking your truth. We have the Hound, loyalty, chains, and promises. There's a sword here. And there's this weird looking animal. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's a hound, Lord. It's the Hound. The Hound is eating the sword. Interesting, because the throat chakra is here. The sword is all bitten up. So there's not very much left of it. There's the handle and there's like a little part of the blade left. But for the most part, this hound has bitten through this sword. So there's something going on with communication. In your workplace or something here, something maybe you need to fight back against whoever this hound is, because this person looks crazy. If this is supposed to represent a person, they look insane. And this could be a person who likes to bite your head off. This could be a supervisor that's always talking crap, or co-workers, or anybody in your work environment or professional environment. And some of you are so loyal and decent that you have played past it. Some of you have been really quiet about it, and maybe it's just time to call this mother effer out. Okay? It just may be time. So let's see what else. You have the fear of failure. I need not fear failing because my destiny is secure in the loving hands of the universe. Remember I talked about that meandering road where I said you take, losses on your road to success as a part of the process. Transportation expert. I keep the world moving, bringing balance to everyday life. Some of you can work in transportation here. And then we have patience. I now have faith to wait while the universe works behind the scenes to make my life perfect in every way. So the universe, your spirit guides are here, your angels are here, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is supporting you. No matter what it looks like, y'all. Because sometimes it looks really bad and it ain't. Take it from me, because I've been through this. I went through a dark night of the soul myself. Just the beginning of this year. And you just got to stay the course, because it does turn around. Let me pull a couple more cards for you. 3 cards from this deck. And then I'm going to get a piece of advice for you. And that will be it. Okay, so let's see. We have reinvesting. It may not be time to pay yourself just yet. Reinvest your profits back into your business until you can afford to pay yourself. Okay, some of you could also be repairing your credit, paying off some debt here. But this just talks about... and I can just use what I was just saying as an example. Like, I've invested a lot. I have several YouTube channels. I have 4 YouTube channels, and 3 of them are monetized. 1 of them is on its way to being monetized. And it's a lot, because there's just one me, and my fiance helps me out a lot financially with stuff, but it's just one person. And, it can be rough when you're like putting money out. Because I do pay for certain things. Like, I don't always create all my content. I outsource that sometimes. Besides my readings, obviously I do those. But yeah, that could be really difficult in the beginning when you're like, okay, I'm making money, but I can't really keep the money because I got to either put it out over here or save it or invest it over there. And that's okay. That's how business goes. You don't always get to pay yourself first. So you have the Midas touch. You can have Taurus in your chart. This is the King of Pentacles. So, you have a Taurus Mercury placement. This talks about great success in all you touch, okay? Now, y'all know the Midas touch is twofold, okay? It's the gift and the curse. The positive side of the Midas touch is that everything you touch turns to gold. The challenging side is that everything turns to gold. So King Midas, he could not eat. He couldn't love someone and hug them. He would turn them to gold. So that's the catch-22 of the Midas touch, okay? It's not all good. So what that means in terms of money is that sometimes you have money, you get money, and people think they're supposed to just become receivers of what you've earned, what you've worked for, right? So it's almost like, who can you really turn to? Who do you have? Because you have this gift to turn everything to gold, are people really around you for the right reasons? Okay, the Midas touch is a beautiful card, don't get me wrong, because this tells me that you're bettering yourself. There's something here about you adding value. You bring value to anything that you touch, especially in your workplace. I already see it. Even if you're not making the most money, some of you are building an empire. You could just be going through a lot of changes right now. But this card also reminds you, King of Pentacles also reminds you not to allow people to take advantage of the fact that you are generous, because the King of Pentacles is generous because he has it to give. But he always has to watch his relationships, because there are people that hang around just because they want to borrow, they want to have, they want to rub shoulders with you, you know. And we have roadside assistance. Okay, so some of you could be having issues with a car. This is Cancer energy. This could be something, we got the Three of Pentacles here. Okay. Some of you could do roadside assistance professionally, or there could be something going on with someone's car. Now, I will tell you, this could be something that played out in Cancer season. For some of you, maybe this already happened. So I want to give y'all a time frame here. You need to be mindful of your car. So this is looking like New Year's. Okay, December 31st through January the 9th, the Three of Pentacles. But also there could have been, some of you could have gotten a new car anywhere between June 22nd and July 1st, or maybe just in Cancer season. You know, something could be going on with someone's car. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have logistics, coordination of people, supplies, facilities, and a complex operation. So some of you could do logistical work. Teamwork makes the dream work. There you are, Three of Pentacles. There's something that's going on the end of the year, December 31st through January the 9th. This is also rewards and recognition. Some of you could be replacing an old car. Remember, we talked about that the other day when I did your yearly prediction. I don't know when I told you you could have car trouble, but go back and listen to that. That's not going to be for everybody. But the good thing about this is you're going to have the money to be able to buy a new one. Or some of you already did this. Okay, I keep picking up new car energy for Cancer. Some people have left me comments telling me that they have gotten new cars. So that is what I'm seeing with that. And let me get a piece of advice for you and close this reading out. Y'all, let me know if y'all like these kind of readings. I know people get tired of hearing about love. I get tired of talking about relationships, to be honest with you. That's why I try to just do general readings. But I know some people do want to hear about their money. And this was a request. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Let me get a piece of advice to close this out for you. We have spiritual growth. You have growth here 3 times. Okay, number 67. That could be the year someone was born. That could be somebody's age. Okay, it says you are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. You are. And I feel like you're passing with flying colors, because I really do feel like some of y'all are such good people. You're good Samaritans. You help people out even when they don't deserve it. All right, y'all, like the video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I will see you all next time. Peace.